So with Jack, he was struggling in school. His teacher had commented that his concentration was bad. That's something that had always been a concern of ours. We didn't think he could hear terribly well, so we took him down to have his hearing tested. All came back absolutely fine, but he still didn't appear to hear, as we called it, selective hearing.
Yeah.
And he would drift off during the day, sort of into his own little world. The teacher was very concerned over various aspects of his learning, so recommended we got him tested. And so I decided to go down the Fit to Learn route because he was struggling with coordination, and we were, as we said, concerned about his listening ability. So it seemed that those were the things we wanted to have a look at. So we started with Charlotte in the May, and then in July we decided to do go ahead with the Tomatis listening therapy. We started beginning of the summer holidays. We had 2 weeks before we were going away on holiday, and within 4 days we had a completely different child. He was completely calm. He was happy. He was being imaginative again. He got on his bicycle, which he'd been trying to ride for 2 years and had given up. He was never going to ride a bicycle, and he just rode it without us holding him at all. He just rode as if he'd been riding it for forever, and he just seemed so much happier and confident. We went away on holiday with a group of our family just at the end of the Tomatis session, and he was the only child in the group who didn't have a meltdown. He was the only child who seemed happy all the time and not as tired as he used to seem, and was sleeping much better. We saw a massive difference in his handwriting ability, and that he was not saying, I can't do it quite so much. He would worry about it, but then actually as soon as you sat him down and got him to do some work, it was flowing out of him. He was able to write stories like he hadn't been writing for the whole of year 3. So yeah, he seemed, it seemed to have a massive impact on the whole life, really. So he is what we would say as a normal 9-year-old boy, just like a lot of his other friends and acquaintances. Though actually he seems almost calmer than them. He'll still have his moments of being challenging, but he's a child. But he's able to reason, which he couldn't do a year ago. He's able to calm himself down if he gets himself stressed. He's now back in school and happy, and that's the most important thing. Yeah. He's actually enjoying life, and he's trying new things out that he would never have had the confidence to do a year ago. Rock climbing, swimming, all those sorts of things that he's just not been able to access.